morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Authorities have implemented strict security measures at the courthouse in Larissa as the trial over the Tembe railway disaster continued into its second day. The president of the three-member felony appeals court issued guidelines to regulate access and ensure orderly proceedings. Entry to the courthouse is tightly controlled. Lawyers entered through a designated entrance from 8 a.m., presented identification and were limited to 3 per party. Defendants were admitted separately and were also subject to identity checks. Family members supporting the prosecution were allowed entry in stages. The first 100 were seated inside the courtroom, while additional attendees were directed to a separate area where proceedings were shown on screens. Authorities say seating and movement inside the courtroom follow strict rules and assigned positions. Officials state that the measures aim to maintain security, discipline, and respect for all parties due to the public interest in the case. The investigation into the deaths of the mother and daughter in central Athens remains unresolved following autopsy results. Forensic examinations did not identify a clear cause of death. Authorities found no definitive signs of criminal activity, including stabbing, strangulation, or gunshot wounds. However, medical examiners were also unable to confirm a natural cause. Officials say the bodies were in an advanced state of decomposition, which limited the ability to reach firm conclusions. Preliminary estimates place the time of death at around 2 months before the discovery. Police have arrested the 54-year-old son and brother of the victims, who had been living in the same apartment during that period, on charges of serial homicide. According to reports, the suspect told police the women died of natural causes and said he did not report the deaths. Investigators are now awaiting toxicology results, which are expected to provide further information on the cause of death. Greek Defense Minister Nikos Dendias held a series of meetings in Abu Dhabi with senior officials of the United Arab Emirates. Dendias arrived on Tuesday and was received at the Al Ain military air base by the UAE's Minister of State for Defense Affairs. The two officials met at the Khalifa bin Zayed Air College, where they discussed regional developments and the security situation, according to the Greek Minister of National Defense. Dendias also met with UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The encounter was also attended by the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, as well as Minister of State for Defense Affairs. In a separate meeting, Dendias held talks with UAE's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, where he reaffirmed Greece's solidarity with the Emirates. The discussions focused on strengthening bilateral ties and addressing regional security amid ongoing tensions in the Middle East. Authorities have uncovered an illegal animal farm on the rooftop of a residential building in central Athens. The operation followed a complaint about illegal breeding and poor living conditions. Police and municipal services intervened after a prosecutor ordered immediate action. Officers found a makeshift livestock setup in a shared rooftop area where animals were kept in unsanitary conditions. Authorities removed 31 chickens, 10 birds of various species, 10 adult goats, and 3 young goats. Ducks were also found at the site. The City of Athens Urban Wildlife Unit coordinated the removal. Poultry were transferred to the National Garden, while the remaining animals were taken to municipal facilities for care and veterinary checks. Officials say all animals will undergo health screenings. Police have filed charges against the alleged owner, as well as a property management company, for violations of animal protection laws. Authorities are also examining possible building code violations. The case has been forwarded to the public prosecutor. Athens is preparing for severe weather as Storm Erminio moves across the region. According to Greece's National Weather Service, the storm will peak today, with Attica under a red code alert due to the expected intensity. Several more regions across the country, including central Greece, Thessaly, the Peloponnese, and parts of the Aegean, have been placed under heightened alert. Meteorologists warn of heavy rain, thunderstorms, and high risk of flooding. Strong winds are also expected, reaching up to 8 to 9 Beaufort, with stronger gusts in some areas. The heaviest rainfall is expected from midday through the evening, mainly in northern and eastern areas. Authorities in Athens have placed emergency services on high alert. Civil protection units, municipal police, and technical teams are on standby to respond to incidents. Officials are advising residents to limit travel, avoid flood-prone areas, and stay clear of drainage points. The storm is forecast to affect much of the country through Thursday. Some municipalities have announced school closures for today and tomorrow, including childcare facilities and night schools. Authorities say the next 48 hours will be critical as conditions may change rapidly. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.